Hello there.
Yo, Prison Break has been moving like crazy ever since the first episode, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot stop. If it wasn't for me, juggling between shows and, wanting to edit videos and just wanting to take my time with this show, I would have finished season 1 probably in 1 or 2 days. Like, I would have sat down, watched the entire season in like 1 or 2 days and recorded every episode, and probably got lost in terms of like what I was up to in the folders with editing the reactions because recording 1 or 2 at a time keeps me on track with the episode labels and numbers and just keeping the files in order a little bit. But yeah, I would have recorded this in 1 or 2 days because this show is so binge-worthy. I'm having such a fun time with it at the moment. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film shooter here for Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shitty shot. And today, we are up to episode 9 of Prison Break Season 1. This one is titled Tweener. We have been watching this series for the very first time, and boy, has it captured me since the very first episode. I love it. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to have some fun with this thing. And as always, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. I love that analogy. Fox State Penitentiary is a map of the US. St. Louis. Oh.
You'll have to forgive my boy. He has the propensity to be a bit gregarious when he shouldn't be.
Gregarious?
Fraternizing in the prison shower. Come on.
Maybe you ought to cut the kid a break.
You wouldn't be meddling in my affairs now, would you, Schofield? You can't be that stupid. Not when I'm so fully invested in your affairs.
What's between you and him is between you and him.
That's what I thought you said.
The thing is, Teabag is not an imposing figure. Like, he's a tiny guy. His stature is not that, like, yeah. He's a scrawny little fella. But
You gotta help me.
he is all sorts of trouble. It's not even normal how much trouble he's causing, this guy.
Comes to the law, there is absolutely nothing I can do. Whatever happens out there is out of my jurisdiction until it comes through those gates.
It just did. Let me out.
What?
Let me find him. I know how he thinks. I know where he'd run.
Burroughs, I would have thought that by now, under the circumstances, you'd understand your position as a death row inmate. There is no way I can honor that request.
That ain't true. You got the power. In case of a family emergency, you can grant an inmate supervised leave.
Your son is a prime suspect in a double homicide.
Work ethic. Those two words mean anything in your country?
Hey.
You're on PI, so quit slow walking me.
This guy loves poking
I'm
the
not gonna
bear.
warn you again. What are you looking at?
All the bears. Bellic loves poking him. He loves instigating. Abusing his power, man. Just because he's on the other side of the law doesn't mean he's a doesn't mean he's not a prick. Hey, they're learning from the Great Escape, man. They're learning from the Great Escape. If you know, you know. I'm so glad I watched that film. Iconic. The way they're disposing of the rubble here. Oh. Why did Abruzzi have to dispose of it like that? So zesty. He was moving like Carl Anthony Towns right there. Freshman. You reckon any prominent characters from the freshman crew?
Jail face, BG. These crabs see you puckering, they gonna bitch by you in a heartbeat.
Oh, fresh meat. Fresh meat. Fresh meat for Teabag. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My boy, the Pugneck plug. Pugneck? The Pugneck plug.
Looks like I gotta find something else to call you now.
Why is that?
So you ain't a fish no more. You ain't the newest con in the tank, no.
Everybody just standing there watching?
You could have transferred the kid to AdSec. He would have been safe. Go easy, Michael. You didn't even know him.
He did ask for
That
his
makes it
help.
okay.
That's why Michael feels a bit
I turned
responsible
my
here.
back on him because I didn't want to make waves. It was just easier to look the other way. Keep the plan safe.
You did. My son's out there with a bullseye on his back. Do whatever you gotta do to get us out of here. Please.
Hey, Mummy Burrows raised them well. Ah, not with some of the decisions they've made, but especially Lincoln getting involved in what he got involved in, but he taught him well.
You know, Veronica, we've been through a lot, and I'm freaking out here as much as you are. But you get this look in your eyes sometimes, like I'm the bad guy.
I don't know who you are, Nick.
Yeah, we don't know much
You
about
just
you.
magically show up like some knight in shining armor ready to save the day.
You know, I think you seem to be forgetting something here.
Bro, laying it out. Hey, are we gonna have another one in the crew? Another one added to the Avengers?
Mind if I land with you, Cuzzo?
Roll, Snowflake.
What's Joe Burrow doing in prison?
Yeah, I'm just new. You know, I'm looking for some homies.
I said roll.
What up? I'm just launching.
Yeah? Well, launch somewhere else, white boy.
White boy.
All right, y'all. I'm fitting to bounce. Peace.
This guy's vocabulary needs to be studied.
Boy's a bit confused about his pigmentation.
That's crazy.
Spunk, doesn't he?
What? Check my balance online. It's looking seriously deficient.
His boys on the outside stopped.
It's got to be some kind of a mistake.
His boys on the outside severed the payments.
Tell fellas on I don't stand for accounting errors. I'm going back into my office at the end of the day and check my balance again. If it's not up to where it's supposed to be, all these privileges you got,
Yeah,
like running PI.
I was about to say,
Get it done, John.
the privileges Abruzzi get is because
Get Philly.
is
All these
because
privileges you got.
is because obviously there's money being wired to Bellic. And I obviously love how this show, you know, tackles with deals with the individuals basically, you know, in prison because they found themselves on the other side of the law. But those who are meant to be enforcing the law, or those who like work for the law, aren't necessarily upholding the standards of the law as it should be, in terms of like Bellic and how he's abusing his position of power, and as well, you know, taking bribes from prisoners, and you know, having money wired into his account by the mafia. Like, hey, Bellic taking advantage. Game is the game. He playing the game.
Like running PI. They're gone.
So this might have to tie into all that Fibonacci information. We must not forget about that.
Philly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Falzone's not available.
You tell him John Abruzzi calling.
John Abruzzi.
Didn't realize.
But now you do.
Now you do. Hey, he has characters in Call of Duty Warzone. I just remembered.
What? Hey.
If it's not regarding Fibonacci, he doesn't want to hear it. Is there, like I was thinking last episode, is there anything intimate between these two going on?
Pressure's getting to us, that's all.
Got the singlet.
Good news is nobody can reach us out here. Old man made sure of that. Never even hooked up a telephone.
Is his old man
Same
still
with the
alive,
wire
or
and the
did he say he
generator.
passed away? I can't remember.
You know, I used to think he was some kind of a conspiracy theory wacko. The old man used to call this his serious tie. Only wore it when he really meant business.
Used to, so I'm guessing he passed away.
Everybody out. What? I said everybody out. Now.
Hey. That ditch getting deeper and deeper underneath that table.
Move it. Go.
That's a gaping hole in that room. Oh no.
So bad, aren't
Oh my.
Damn, Skippy. Let's go.
They're gonna do it on the table. The table's gonna break.
You gotta give us
It's a
more
TLC
warning.
match.
I'm sorry. He just showed up.
Bro couldn't think of another room to do
We're
this.
gonna get caught.
By who?
By the warden. Oh!
Baby, right now, in this room, at this moment, I am the warden.
Hey, they play good cop,
Then
bad
say
cop.
it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Come on, Becky, say it. Say it, Becky. Come
You're
on,
the warden, Lewis.
Yes, yes.
Patterson putting in the work. That table got a hold. That table got a hold. Hopefully it's not a WWE table.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
You think you found the hole?
Another inch, you need to find it. We need to find something to cover this hole ASAP.
Broke.
You think you found the hole?
The Sea Corps and the offshore stuff. Caymans, Bermuda. Philly Falzone liquidated everything.
I
Damn.
told you from the beginning what would happen if you screwed me.
And I heeded it. That's why I warned you from the get-go not to give Philly power of attorney. We had that conversation, remember?
Hey, listen to your lawyer's
the only real
advice.
funds you have left are the $30,000 in your wife's pocket account. And I couldn't.
Don't touch that. Nobody touches that but her. Don't tell her. Right?
Obviously, he doesn't want his
Is that a
wife.
problem? What's that?
He doesn't want his wife knowing anything. But
Okay,
surely
John.
he could have given the power of attorney to someone else
You know where to contact me if you need anything else.
than
Same
Philly.
goes for you.
But maybe that trust with Philly was just established so well, and he didn't think he'd backstab him like this.
Philly, you. So good to see you. For you, the answer's always yes, Philly. Okay, sit down.
Oh man, they did him. They did Abruzzi dirty. Hey, those families are ruthless, man. Those families are ruthless.
Looks like there's no record of a Fox River medical. Oh, no, wait. That's his psych deductible, not his medical.
Sorry, psych isn't psychiatric?
It really do be your own.
Permission to call Philly? Hey, ask you a question, man.
Listen, there's been a restructuring. This comes from Philly himself.
Hey, tell you what. Run to the commissary, give me back the chips. We'll pretend this never happened, right?
I'm telling you, John, the sooner you face these facts, the better off we will all be.
Hey, Abruzzi need to get his rep up. He need to get his rep back up. But there's been a change.
Somehow I doubt that. The sooner you face facts, the better off we will all be. You're yesterday's news, John.
The old news, man. He need to get himself in the headlines again. See, now, his problem inadvertently or like, you know, directly becomes Michael's
What,
problem.
brother, man? Y'all cooking brownies or what?
Because he's going to go back to Michael about telling him where Fibonacci is. And Michael needs to weigh in that option because Abruzzi is going to start losing his pull within the prison. So, yeah, that PI stuff is no longer going to be, you know, Abruzzi's. So that's going to be delegated to someone else. So, yeah, I love how this show juggles all the storylines with each character and how that all affects Michael's plan that's going on.
Act your race, milk chicken.
Yo, what's your deal, yo? You got tough buckets or something?
Watch your slip. Watch your slip. Ain't that right? No, stand up.
Damn, wanna be tough white boy. Couldn't take a body shot. More teabag problems are gonna arise.
You got a son. Josh.
Don't do anything stupid, Lake.
I'm not. I just want to ask you a question, then I'm gonna let go. What if it were Josh? What if it were your son? Please.
Yeah, Lincoln, bro, you'd move heaven or hell, man, to try and find your son or daughter, your kid, or the wife. If Stolte says anything else, he'd be lying. Come on, LJ he needs to receive that phone call from Lincoln. He got that damning evidence. That expiatory evidence. Oh no, he couldn't send it and the battery's going out.
LJ, thank God.
The battery's going out. I saw that.
No.
It's gonna stop me from sending the photo. Or the email, sorry.
Where are you? Nick Severn. You call Nick Severn, works for Project Justice. You call him once we're done. You got it?
Nick Severn. Okay. Okay, I'll call.
All right, man. Hang in there, man.
That's a big phone call. That's a big phone call.
They're here.
Who's here? LJ! LJ!
And LJ gotta outrun these fools. Kellerman, they got that type of cardio. You don't have that type of cardio. He ain't built like it. Come on, LJ. He definitely don't have that type of cardio. Please tell me he can send that email. He knows he's under one of the cars, surely.
Why don't you ask your mom what it means? Oh, I'm sorry. You might have trouble getting an answer out of her right about now, huh?
That's a violation. That's a violation. That was motivated.
LJ?
Bro, somebody need to snipe this fool. Both of them. Wide open. You know what? I'd send that email, then get captured. Woo! He got away this time. Oh wait, that's where Veronica.
I saw that.
Just getting connected, that's all.
Is this the same place Veronica said she won't, get married?
There she is.
Is this where she canned the engagement?
Mrs. Stedman, we provide assistance for victims of violent crimes, gather support for tough on crime political candidates.
Bravo. Look, if your organization's looking for a handout, young man, you can go through my business manager.
Ma'am, that is not why we're here.
Young man?
May we sit down?
I'm sorry? Look around. Half the people in this place were shareholders in his company. Every one of them sat at my husband's memorial, and every one of them was thinking the same thing. Thank God he's gone.
Damn.
Why would they think that?
Money. If I didn't know for sure Burroughs pulled that trigger, I'd say it was any one of these people in this restaurant. We're talking $500 million, Mr. Sisler. People have killed for a lot less.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
I love how he has his sleeve rolled up, just showing his one tattoo he has. Trying to act all tough guy.
Whites don't want you, blacks don't want you. You're just caught in the middle, aren't you? A regular tweener.
Roll
We're
credits.
different, you and me, by the way. But you know the funny thing is, we're also a lot alike. A couple of dogs with runny noses that nobody loves. How's that knee, by the way? What the hell you doing? No, don't get me wrong. I'm just a friend.
Yeah, a fruity friend. I don't need none of that.
Easy now.
No. You think you get up in this? You got another thing coming. You homo.
Damn. Damn.
Mouth, you know?
Yeah, I do. And you come near me again, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, then you're just gonna have to, little man.
This is T-Bag's problem.
Maybe you're in no position to be telling me my business. That's what I thought.
Michael looking out for another one. He don't want to lose another young inmate like the other guy. What the other guy's
Sure, you
name?
can
Was it Seth?
understand my reluctance to discuss past patients.
Absolutely. My understanding is that under HIPAA, we're allowed to share information as long as it furthers the care of the patient.
That's 2 episodes in a row. We're seeing Sarah, in different clothing and, looking good. She got the makeup on. And she doing more research on she's so invested in Michael, man. Hey, she's so invested in Michael. Hey.
I'm not accustomed to making inquiries like this, but
Other people's brains, yours and mine, shut out the same information. We have to do it in order to keep our sanity. If someone with a low IQ has low latent inhibition, it almost always results in mental illness.
Damn.
But if someone has a high IQ,
Michael,
it almost always results in creative genius.
his IQ is through the roof.
Michael's a genius?
Well, I think that word's been derogated in the media these days. But in the classic sense of the word, yes, I do.
You said there was something else you treated him for?
He came to me with absolutely no sense of self-worth.
Does that break?
The loss of both parents very often does that to a child. But with the low latent inhibition, something interesting happened to Michael.
Does this break the the patient-client privilege here with the therapist revealing this, or is he not revealing, in fact, too much about Michael? Like, is this okay? Does it's not breaking that sort of privilege right there between like the patient-therapist like privilege right here?
He became very attuned to all the suffering around him. He couldn't shut it out. He became a rescuer. One of those people who are more concerned with other people's welfare than their own.
Sarah knows that.
I didn't know all this about him.
Then maybe you don't know Michael Schofield.
Michael Burrows.
Yeah.
She really hasn't really got the chance to know him anyway. Especially with how abrupt he ended their last sort of medical session. I love with the, is it the psychiatrist ending, that scene right there. You really don't know Michael Schofield, and then you cut to him with like sort of like a medium wide long shot here, looking out of his cell, and a half and half lighting. I love it. The dark and the light, the two sides of Michael Schofield. Bro, Sucre's singing got absolutely all a facade. The tough guy actor's all a facade. He's just a scared little kid, and Michael sees that. He a weak fish, man. He a weak fish. Please tell me LJ somehow got in contact. They're coming home to an email or something. So the vice president's brother that died, they just casually showed up to his wife.
Voicemail at work. Lincoln's son LJ just left me a message. He's in trouble.
Pick up LJ. The thing is, every time something seems to be going right on the outside or on the inside, there's, we go 3 or 4 steps back. So we know LJ's got this evidence on the phone about Kellerman, which is great stuff. The photo or the video, whatever it is. But we just need Nick and Veronica to get there. Or did he try and send the email again? I'd be safe and try and send that email again.
Alright, where's that? Oh. How the hell do they know where I am? What's going on?
They're tracking the cell phone, yeah.
LJ, I want you to listen to me.
Everywhere I go, they're there.
I want you to listen to me, okay? I need you to come to us. We're in Lake Mercer.
They're gonna hear that.
It's a small town. It's on the Iowa border. There's a bus station. I want you to buy a ticket. We'll meet you there.
They're still alive.
They're gonna hear that, and they know they're still alive.
Make sure you keep your... Okay, what?
Kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Why take one when you know where all 3 are gonna be?
You hear me, okay? Lake Mercer.
Lake Mercer. Okay. All right, bye.
Surely Nick knows that they're gonna be tracking the cell phone if they know where he is all the time. Come on, Veronica and Nick, you're smarter than that. Oh, is that his cellmate?
What the hell are you doing?
Delivering yesterday's news.
bus leaves from Depot 6 in just a few minutes.
Thanks.
Bro, go back to sending that email. Go back to sending that email. Have an insurance policy, man. Send that email.
Yo, man, get off me, bitch.
They toying with Tweener, man.
Just wanted you to know that if you're looking for someone to talk to in here, you're not alone. It's part of my job to counsel inmates and help them with their problems.
I think I have things pretty well figured out.
Sort of backed into some information about you.
He's so obsessed.
I hope you don't mind. But you have to understand that there's a reason I became a doctor. It's in my nature to want to help. From what I understand, it's in your nature too. You did a lot of good things before you were in here.
Is this gonna
A lot
be
of
the
community
thorn
work,
in
a
his
lot of
side in
charity.
prison?
What happened?
The man you're talking about died the moment I stepped inside these walls.
All right.
She gonna try again. She gonna try again. Hey, Veronica and Nick better be strapped up for this next encounter. Please tell me he outsmarted them. Please tell me he figured out it's the cell phone and that's how they're tracking him. So he got on a different bus.
Ladies and gentlemen, United States Secret Service, please remain calm.
And he sent that email out before he ditched the phone. Come on, LJ. Hold that. Hold that. Couldn't he have deleted it? Couldn't he have deleted it before he planted the phone there? That's so convenient for the Secret Service agents to know. So did they lie about being in Lake Mercer?
Hey. Come here. It's okay.
They're leaving.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All my questions are answered.
You're safe now, right?
But not him leaving the phone like that with the picture open. He should have deleted it. Alright, Nick and Veronica. Yeah, Nick and Veronica aren't that dumb. Okay. And Lincoln losing patience.
Please sign this document certifying that I inspected the communication for contraband without at any time breaching attorney-client privilege. Reading the materials enclosed herein.
Hopefully Nick delivered something. Come on. Some reassurance. Nick coming up clutch. Ooh. That slows down the heart rate a little bit. That calms the Lincoln storm. For a teabag, man. I know the guy is a terrible person, right? But he is so entertaining to watch on screen. Like, the actor who plays him is having the time of his life. It's almost as if he's being given, like, free reign.
Just the fact that I'm going to be out on the real world here in a little bit. The fact that I'm going to get me one finer piece of tail certainly don't hurt either. Nothing like tail, eh, Schofield?
if Patterson comes back in here to move the table and find the hole.
Listens right now.
I'm gonna sing like a whole tree full of birds now.
You want to sing? Then sing. But you know what I think?
Hey.
You don't have the guts. You want out of here just as much as the rest of us.
You got a problem here?
Come on,
No.
Michael. Let him know. Let him know.
I thought we was missing some tools here. My bad.
Get back to work.
My word, how the fish has matured in here.
Now, you and I may be stuck together in this little dance, but I call the shots. First shot, that kid out there. You don't touch him ever.
Put him in his place.
Do we understand each other?
We do.
Out of the way, Julio. Brucey.
That's the first time I've seen, you know. Hey, that's the first time I see T-Bag choke on his words like that. Big up Michael. Hey, the guy you thought you knew died outside those walls a long time ago. He died outside the minute he stepped in. He died the minute he stepped in these walls.
You and me, we gotta have a conversation.
Take him outside. Take him outside. Woo! They're nearly done, that means. They must be nearly done. He stepped on himself. He stepped on his he stepped on his he stepped on his he stepped on himself. Big up Sucre right there, the little wink.
I warned you.
I'll get it together. Gotta give me more time.
You've had your time, John.
Old news. Your yesterday's news. Double entendre there from Bellic.
You tripping on something, Alice?
Alice. See, you start poking the bear like oh. He's got to hold it in. He's got to hold it in. The thing is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Lamb it up in here again. I'm fitting to wreck some shop.
T-Bag letting a whole lot slide here. The thing is, T-Bag can yell out their plan anytime. That's the thing.
We got a problem.
That's PI. I run it.
Not anymore, you don't.
Call him off, Bellic. Call him off. They get 3 or 4 steps backwards, man. This is like 40 steps backwards. This is like, this is break. Not make or break, this is break. And that was out of Michael's control there. Because whatever happened between Abruzzi and Bellic, that's what's causing this issue here. They gotta stop this. They gotta do an ultimate. They gotta do something here. They gotta do the ultimate buzzer beater stop here, man, or something. Yeah, Michael need to throw up a buzzer beater here to call game. Somehow, to save the game, to tie up the game. This is not even to win. He just needs to tie up the game. And there's been multiple instances in this show where, you know, the team goes up by 10, and then the other team will go up by like a 15-0 run, and then we're screwed, and then we need to tie up the game. We need to tie up the game. This is not holding out a lead. We need to tie up the game. Now, Michael needs to tie up the game again. Man, I am absolutely loving this show. What I love about this show, I think it is one of the, I know we're only, I know we're only 9 episodes in to season 1, but this is one of the best paced shows I have ever watched. The pacing is phenomenal. Like, I remember pausing to comment during the episode. I'm just like, what? There is only like 10 minutes left in this episode? Like, the pacing is so good, and that's because I am so invested in everything that's going on. The show does a great job at making you invest, at making you be invested in, you know, the external, the outside, making you invested with what's happening outside the prison walls and also what's happening in, because you care about the characters, you care for the well-being of LJ. You can't stand Kellerman and the other guy. You can't stand the vice president Karen bitch. You can't, you know, stand, you know, or, you know, the people who are doing all the shady stuff on the outside. And then obviously when you get to the prison, there are so many, you know, entertaining characters to watch. Obviously with Michael, you know, what's going on with Sarah, you know, the other guy this episode as well, the guy who gave Michael, I forgot his name, the pug neck early on. You know, he's doing his own observations. He's being a little bit, you know, he's just observing. He's surveying everything at the moment. So he's seen all the boys, you know, dispose of the rubble. So he knows there's something more going on. And I feel like he's waiting for the right time to one in. Because he ain't gonna let it slide. Our brother ain't gonna let it slide like that. So yeah, man, I'm loving this show. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Been your boy Elie Moses. Yeah, Veronica and Nick as well. Big them up for not being as dumb as I thought they were. But yeah, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.